Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't know I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing that. And so, look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full track suit, and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Yo, in the words of my friend, what up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy KD, better known as Decatur's most original. Right on the side of me, we got back-to-back, normally SESU, whatever, all that stuff on it, whatever. With my man Chuck, our boy G is out at the game right now having a good time with the wifey. You know what I'm saying? One of our new inductees as far as a Hawks fan. Hope he's having a good time. So for right now, he'll probably be kicking on a little bit later, but for right now, it's going to be me and the OG just talking about a few things. What's up, man?
What's happening on this wonderful Sunday evening?
Same old stuff, man. We're going to get into some March Madness. I know you like to get on them girls. I ain't going to lie to you. I got a problem coming for you. You know, I think I got a problem coming for your girls. You know?
Yeah, evidently you didn't see the game yesterday.
Hey, listen, I'm talking about, tonight they play at 9 o'clock. That's how I got my money on. No. You know, I'm going to come at you with that. We'll talk about a little bit of Luka Doncic. Your Aces got a new owner, you know, or at least a part owner. Holler about that. And then my wife wanted me to hit you with a little bit of Ben Simmons. You know what I'm saying? So just to see what your head is about him. And then whatever else is on our mind, you know, we'll get into, like I said, but at the same time, let's get started, brother. So right. Your March Madness, hey, you ain't got no number ones no more, man. What's up with that?
No number on the men's side, no number ones, number two, or number threes.
Nobody. Look, I watched, you know what I'm saying, last night I got a chance to watch, one or two highlights, and I watched one game last night, which was not so bad. But at the same time, these small schools, man, are putting it on these big schools now.
Yes, sir.
I'm tripping, but at the same time, that lets me know that, and this is my opinion, that lets me know that the mid majors are starting to move up. You know what I mean? You can't be a number one seed and be a guarantee anymore.
No.
Man, that's crazy.
That's definitely been shown this year for sure.
For sure. I'm looking at a bunch of guys that are going to get their shot at. I'm not saying that they'll be a high draft pick, but they're getting their shot. They're going to get their shot to be looked at, seen, and shown, you know, because they're playing well. Now, let me ask you this. Some of these small coaches, what do you think about them getting that shot at some of these big schools?
It's giving them exposure.
Yeah.
And they're definitely, their name is going to be known now. But really, I guess the only, I guess, quote unquote small school that's in there is Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, it's in there right now. That's playing.
I guess they use Cinderella this year because they're number 9 seed.
And they still keeping it real, still keeping it going. Hey man, I'm tripping because I'm like, at the first I didn't believe in them because I didn't know much about them. But at the same time, like you said before, as far as busting brackets, they doing a good job. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
I watched them. Oh, go ahead.
I think they said too that it's 3 first-time Final Four teams this year. Only team that's a repeat team is UConn. Everybody else is their first time being there.
First time?
No, I say except for UConn. UConn is the only time that's been there before to the Final Four. Other 3 teams have never been to the Final Four. Atlantic, Miami, North, South Dakota State, SDSU. Those three teams have never been to the Final Four before.
Man, and it's crazy. I watched that Florida Atlantic and Kansas State game. And at first, Kansas State, they were playing with a whole lot of swag. They were playing, a man, the little small dude, he throwing up.
Yeah.
That was my first time seeing him. But at the same time, your boy from Florida, that was on the Florida team that had the heart palpitation or heart situation.
Yeah.
He was on that Kansas State team. He was playing good till he fouled out, but it was actually a pretty good game. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I'm going to tell you it was a good game. The game that just ended.
Which one?
Miami and Texas. Texas was up by 13 points. I went to the grocery store to pick up something right quick. I said, man, the Texas got this handled. I come back. It's 4 minutes left to go in the game. Miami done tied the game. Gone ahead.
Then they win by 8 or 9?
I think they won by 6. Miami did.
Okay.
And they win by 6. Man, what a turnaround, boy.
Listen, then San Diego State, I watched them. I think they won by a bucket,
Yeah.
So, like I said, to me, it's bridging the gap with a lot of these games. But at the same time, like you said, I think some of these players and some of these coaches are gonna get a good look, man. And that's to me, that's cool.
So who's your front runner right now?
I guess if I'm picking at this point now, I guess I'm gonna go with. Let me see. So we got Texas, we got San Diego State.
No, not Texas. No.
I'm in Miami. I'm sorry, Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
Yeah, Miami. San Diego State.
Yeah. Florida Atlantic.
And UConn.
Yep.
UConn. I'm gonna go with the Cinderella, man. I'm gonna go with Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, I think I'm going with UConn. UConn right now. When UConn played Gonzaga last night.
And look, I thought Gonzaga was gonna handle business, but yeah. I thought
they had no answer for UConn, man. I mean, oh my.
It's been a long time since UConn been. Cause I ain't gonna lie, that's my sleeper. I wasn't looking at them because I ain't even pick them to go this far. But to me, it's like they done scooted up in there. Now the team that got, like you said, the most experience up in this thing right now would be UConn.
Yeah.
Like I said, San Diego State ain't been there for a while. I don't know when the last time Miami. And you said Miami.
The other three never been there.
Never been there. See, that's
Miami, Florida Atlantic, North, San Diego State University. Neither one of those have been to the Final Four before. UConn is the only one that's been to the Final Four.
Miami ain't never been there.
No,
that's amazing.
Yeah, they said that tonight when they won. That this is their first time ever going to the Final Four, and they was talking to one of the players. I can't remember what his name was, but this dude, I was telling my brother right before we came on. I wish I knew what his name was, but he was 7 for 7 and 12 for 12 for 28 points in that game. That dude did not miss a shot.
He said 7 for 7 and 12 for 12.
Didn't miss a shot.
Ooh. Man, that's awesome. Now listen, you sent us some awesome pictures, man. I gotta ask, how was the game, bro?
Oh man, that experience was something else, man. I mean, it was, and we contemplated. I told my wife, I said, this is 30 minutes from the house. How can I not go?
I know that's right. I'm surprised you got a ticket.
So we got so happy last night. Yesterday that we going back tomorrow night for the region championship.
Wait a minute. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, what the tickets ranging?
The tickets were $250.
In the next game will be same thing?
Yeah.
Dang, okay.
Now, they're cheaper than that, but we wanted to be down close enough in person.
You sound like my wife. Look. She ain't trying to be up in nobody's stands.
Yeah, so we had great seats last night. I guess we were right behind the media and 3 rows back.
Okay.
So we're gonna be on the opposite side. And the strange thing about it is the same seats that we had yesterday for tomorrow are $522. So we went to the other side of the court.
I know that, right? Stay your bucket too.
They get the same price that we paid, but the experience is something else, and you can imagine that it's all pro South Carolina. UCLA didn't have a chance as far as fans, and I'm sure it's gonna be the same for Maryland. And the strange thing about it, because we were there for both games, so we saw the Maryland Notre Dame game. So there's some Maryland fans that sat right behind us.
Yeah.
And they asking us who would we rather play, them or Notre Dame? Who do we want to win this first game? Ain't no my response. Well, it don't make no difference.
I was just about to say. I mean, I think on the last show, remember I said that the team I'm looking for is who gonna play y'all the toughest. That's all I want. I want y'all to be able to play, because we understand that y'all the juggernaut. I just want somebody that's gonna at least stand up to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And do something. You know what I mean? Don't just lay down or play hard. You know, I was. Oh Lord, what am I looking at here?
Oh, I did that by mistake. Lord, I ain't gonna do that.
Say what you do. Wait, I'm gonna say where he at? Where he coming from? But
I was trying to get to the comments.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. What's up, Rodney? Hey, did you hear about the girl from Memphis that punched in the NIT tournament?
I didn't see it. I heard about it. That and they bringing charges up on her. They were going through the handshake line.
Yeah, and
she did something.
Cause she I thought it was more of a slap, but they said she punched. Cause then the girl, she fell and hit the ground. I was looking at her name. I think her last name is Schultz or whatever, Schutz. But yeah, they bringing charges up on that Memphis girl, man. But at the same time, this is the second or possibly third incident with the girls. I think one of the Louisville girls got into it with Texas. The girl said she called her explanation, whatever. But like I said, these girls get more rougher than the guys. You know what I'm saying? And
you're right. Her name is Jamai. I'm gonna mess her name up. Jamira Schutz.
Schutz, yeah.
They charged with assault.
Assault?
Yeah.
At a basketball game. At the end of the game.
Now I'm gonna tell you the difference between that and the game yesterday.
Okay.
The game yesterday, a young lady from UCLA got hurt on the play when South Carolina got the rebound. So now the referee, because she was out of bounds, she wasn't interfering with the play. She'd been in the field of play, then they would have stopped it. But they didn't stop it. So South Carolina now up 5-4. I mean, five people to 4. But Don Staley called the timeout.
Okay.
And told the referee and pointed at the young lady that was down there hurt.
Oh wow!
So and I mean, it just shows how much class she got. So she could have let her team still had the advantage 5-on-4.
Yeah.
But instead, her priority was the young lady down there that was hurt to make sure she got medical attention as soon as possible. To make sure she could be taken care. I thought that was so. I mean, that to me that was outstanding. Then a dude sitting there beside us, I wouldn't have done it. I thought to myself, that's why you're not a coach.
But you know what? She changes my opinion over every game. It's always something that she's doing, from the way she dressed, or after the game when she's talking, like she was talking about, I forget that 16 seed or whatever. What you were like, they're not a 16 seed. She was giving them credit though, they beat them up. Yeah. But it's like
that was Norfolk State.
That was yeah. And see, that was she was kind of raising the program. She said something great about the coach, about the players. I think she singled out one or two people that was one or two girls that was on the team. But sometimes I just can't count her out. And I hate to say that I'm looking for somebody to beat her, because you'll come back with something that she done did nice or whatever, something that's like you said that she's raising the bar for coaching status. Yeah. But I just. A lot of times I want to see somebody compete with her. And then, like I said, at the same time, we've been talking about these girls for almost 3 seasons now, And sometimes, like same way with your aces, I just want to say something that changes the game a little bit. There need to be somebody step up. I'm not saying I dislike them because, I'm glad that Don is leading the pack at this point and has the best opportunity now to go back to back. You know what I mean? Because they have no answer for that team, but you just want somebody to step up and make it a game.
So who is you think will come forward?
Iowa. I'm going with Iowa. I gave to say Iowa. So
they playing Louisville.
Yeah.
Tonight.
It's gonna be a good one, them too. Because I like the little girl from Louisville. It's a little Van Sloot or whatever. Van something. I like her. You know what I mean?
But what I don't like, and I guess I'm pro South Carolina. All the hoopla has been about Caitlin Clark.
That's what I'm saying. Hey,
but that's because she scores a lot of points.
You gotta have somebody.
But let's go and talk about 30 doubles.
She been doing that.
So scoring points is just one dimension of the game.
Right.
Doubles is two dimensions of the game. That's scoring and rebounding.
I mean, I get that because ain't nobody as tough as her on the bottom.
But hey, they just trying to keep forgiving my girl back-to-back players of the year. That's all that is.
Okay, so I'll ask you the same question that was asked to you before. And I'm not saying that you gotta pick, but who else? Who would you want to see for the best game against South Carolina? Who gonna play all the best?
But it's tough to say right now because the other number one seeds have gotten knocked out. So
right. You said Notre Dame gone.
Well, I take that back. Virginia Tech still in there. Virginia Tech is number one seed. They still in there.
Yeah, they beat Tennessee.
They play Ohio State.
Ohio State is
yes. So you got Miami, LSU playing now.
Yeah.
You got Louisville and Iowa that play later on tonight.
Yeah.
South Carolina play Maryland tomorrow, and Virginia Tech plays Ohio State tomorrow.
Okay. And see, when I look at this, all right, so LSU, I like their swag, but they're just not big enough. You know what I'm saying? I like that girl, Angel Reese. She got a lot of swag. They got a little bit of point guard that's cool on that team, but they too small. They're too small.
Yeah, I was showing my wife last night because at one point, downstate they brought in the big team. So she had she had Zia Cook. Zia Cook is on the 5'9", 5'10", but she's a 3-point shooter. So she was playing point. Then you had Victoria Sexton, who's 6'3". You had Letitia Mayhew, who is 6'4" at the other guard. Then you had
guard at 6'4".
But she could play. She played multiple positions.
Okay.
Then you had Boston, who's 6'5", and then you had Cardoso, who's 6'7".
You got a girl that's 6'7" on that squad, man. That's what I'm saying. It's stuff like that. I know Iowa is not that big. I know they're not. You just hope that they can score, because if you double up on Caitlin, maybe they got a chance. And like I said, I mean, I know Miami playing LSU right now. LSU, they're handling business, against Miami right now. I think it's 28-22 right now. So it's not terrible. But like you said, that's what I'm asking. Who can at least compete? Because I think it's been once, maybe twice this year, where South Carolina was kind of behind, and then all of a sudden, probably Don Staley came and said some kind of magical speech. The next, they run away with the game.
The offense in the first quarter yesterday wasn't that great, but the second quarter they started picking it up. But if they should match up against Iowa, which they will in the Final Four, if both of them win, I'm gonna tell you a name of somebody who's gonna be on Caitlin Clark, and she is number 12, and her name is Bria Beal.
Bria, okay. Now she's shorter than her though. She's shorter than Caitlin Clark though.
Bria Beal probably about 6 feet, 6'1".
And I think Caitlin Clark. Well, Caitlin, I think they said she's 6 feet. All right,
but I'm just talking about the defense. The defense because she is pretty much the stopper. They put her on the toughest person for the other team.
She your premier defender.
Yes, sir. And the thing is, she has done something this year that she didn't have in her repertoire, and that's she can shoot the three now too.
So yesterday when y'all played UCLA, but there was a lower scoring game than y'all normally do, probably by about 10 points. Cause I think it was y'all scored 59.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yep.
And normally, y'all kind of score a little bit higher than that, right?
That's because UCLA tried to slow the game down.
That's what it was? Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to tell you what they did that a lot of teams do because of that big front line. I know we're spending a lot on this, but because of Carolina's big front line, a lot of teams like to play zone, and they pack their zone in below the free throw line.
Hey, but it slowed y'all down a little bit.
Right, and they do that to try to force South Carolina to try to keep from getting the ball into the bigs and force South Carolina to shoot outside. Well, if they do that, then Zia Cook go light them up. I'm here to tell you.
But y'all didn't do that last night, though.
No, we didn't do it. And I can't remember who had the most points, but the points was evenly spread over the player. They didn't have nobody that stood out with that many points. But the magic thing is, you match the player, the people playing with you. So if you want to slow it down, then we'll slow it down, but we still go pound it when we can pound it. And like I say, she goes at least 9 deep without skipping a beat.
Now, if it were me, I would, and I'm not saying out, but you know how in order to beat somebody, you got to start reading or looking at or get a blueprint on how to beat somebody. I would take that what they did, what UCLA did last night, kind of added to something. Somebody got to be looking at y'all. Somebody got to be paying attention to something. Superman. You got some kind of weakness. Bring out a piece of green rock if you need to, but somewhere.
But there's been 35 teams that tried that.
35 tried, 35 failed.
And it's 40, going back to last year.
Is it 40? Y'all don't want 40 and worse than last year?
I mean, going back to last year, the winning streak is 40.
Wow. Okay. 40?
40.
So, peep the game. So, I watch your boy from UConn, the coach for the girls, Mariota.
Yeah.
Is it time over?
I just think that his number one person. She got hurt. I can't remember what her name is. But the point guard, she got hurt last year. She got hurt again this year. I cannot remember what her name is. I don't know if she got long blonde hair. I cannot remember what her name is. But his number one scorer has been out for the last 2 years.
And see, my thing is this. All right, so every now and then, well, since y'all been there, so y'all had, I think, was Asia Wilson?
Asia Wilson won the first championship.
I'm saying, I'm going in y'all had Asia Wilson. It was her era, like last year or the past 2 years. Got Boston, and then they were saying that y'all got somebody else that's coming out of nowhere. Y'all remember how UConn used to have that same little lineage every other year. There was a different star coming.
Mm-hmm.
They're not getting the stars anymore. And I'm not saying that like you said, there was a new sheriff in town, but is it the end for UConn and their dynasty? Because this is the first year that they didn't make it to the Sweet 16, Elite 8.
Yeah, first time they make it to Elite 8. Yep.
Yeah, Elite 8 and 16 seasons.
Yep.
That's long time.
What I said. Is the rain changing?
Now, okay, I'm gonna ask another question that I saw earlier today. If South Carolina repeats,
mm-hmm.
They're gonna be a lot of positions out for the way they're trying to say it, better schools or more hallowed schools that they're gonna offer your coach. Could she leave South Carolina?
No.
What about money?
Why leave? I mean, she's the top paid coach in the SEC right now.
Right. In the SEC? Yeah.
Why would you want to leave a gold mine and go to mining coal?
I guess they were trying to say, that like schools like Tennessee, if your boy decides to leave UConn, they're going to be some of those teams that was winning beforehand. Would she want to leave? Would she want to go back to her alma mater? That type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
No?
No. Because I'm sure she's got incentives built into this contract she's got now.
Oh, you said what kind of? Oh,
I'm sure she's got incentives built into this contract. But if they win this one and go back to back, it's gonna be more to come.
Remember your girl that was
to make sure she stay there.
The way they were saying it. Remember, like the coach that's at LSU. She was at. She went to Baylor,
right?
And then she was there at Baylor for I don't know how many years. She had brought that program up from nothing to something. Then she went back home, went to LSU, and they were thinking that Don probably would do the same thing,
But what school in Philly?
Who? For Don?
Yeah, she's from Philly.
But I'm saying, but she went to college. She went to where did she go?
Where did she go to school at? It wasn't Virginia. Was it Virginia? Was it Virginia?
What were they saying that she probably? Let me see. Bear with me, y'all.
Virginia. I was right. It's Virginia.
She went to Virginia?
Yep.
So, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what if she decides to go back to Virginia? Is she good enough or?
Oh, she's definitely good enough because she's absolutely turned this program around.
Facts. Well, what about the WNBA?
No, because I don't think WNBA gonna pay her what she's making right now.
She's making more as a college coach than she would in the WNBA.
She's making $2 million or more.
Is she the highest paid college coach, women's coach right now?
I can't say she's the highest. I know she's the highest in the SEC.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure if she's the highest overall, but I know she's the highest.
She's the highest woman coach in Division I.
It might be UConn's coach, maybe.
Basketball top 10. Let me see. They're trying to say Natasha Adair at Arizona State. No, I'm sorry. Hold up. I don't even know. I'm like top. Oh, they say top coaches, but this can't be right. I don't know what this is. This just hottest. I don't know. Look, I got one that said hottest. Then it said who's the finest women's basketball coach. But and I guess I'm not looking it up. But if y'all see it, tell me who's the top, who's the highest paid female coach right now. I don't see it. Can you tell?
This says, I was right. It says that Gino and he joined Staley as the only other coach making $3 million in 2022 and 23.
Oh, it's $3 million.
Arama makes less than Staley this season, but they would be tied the number one spot in 2023, 2024, making $3.1 million.
Woo, okay.
So you think WNBA gonna pay her that much?
Oh, that was I learned more from y'all. I have no idea who's
I don't think they will.
What's the Aces coach making?
Oh, I had no idea. I had no idea.
Who they coach?
Golly, what's her name? She came from. You put me on the spot here now. Let
me see. Las Vegas Aces coach. Becky Hammond?
Yeah, Becky Hammond.
Let me see. What's Becky Hammond's salary? Dang, she's making $1 million per. Oh wow, okay. You might have something. Can't go down in job and then make less, or go up in job and make less.
And like I say, it's something. If she went back to back, it's gonna be something else coming too. I'm sure.
Straight up. So speaking of your Aces, boy Tom.
Hey, before we leave college,
all right.
Have you heard about the guy that was real close to breaking Pete Maravich's record?
Yes. And so what? Okay. So Pete Maravich is the NCAA's highest scoring person. Over 4 seasons or 3 seasons, something like that, before he went into the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And this kid was it 2 points away?
4 points.
4 points. 2 baskets. And what happened? I heard about it. And they took him out the game, or what happened?
No, what happened was, I guess, and I don't know why he wouldn't have got it during the regular season, but he didn't get it during the regular season. And the team that he plays for did not get invited to any postseason play.
No way.
So of course,
because of him,
of course they're coming out and saying, but he's coming out and saying that the reason that the team didn't get invited to any postseason play because if he had, he would have broken the record. So they did not want to give him the opportunity to break the record. So therefore, his team did not get invited to any postseason play. Because keep in mind now, you got the NIT, but you have this other postseason play now that's called the CBI. I don't know what it is, what it stands for. All I know is another postseason NCAA tournament that the teams that don't make the NIT get invited to this tournament.
Yeah.
But they didn't get invited to that either.
So where's the NIT taking place right now?
The championship, it used to be in New York, but I think this year is in Las Vegas, I think.
Is okay. So is this his senior season?
I think so.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, come back and do something else. Now is he gonna enter in the draft?
I'm not sure if he's that good because I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him at all play. I just saw the story.
Yeah, I saw a piece of that too.
So I'm not sure if he is if he's good enough to go pro. If
I ain't draft worthy, I'll come back for I'll red shirt or do something, play another season. Give me 2 or 3 baskets.
I'm not sure what this CBI stands for, but
CBI. You said a CBI tournament?
Yeah, it's a CBI tournament. College Basketball Invitational. That's what it stands for.
CBI tournament. Okay. So you got teams like Eastern Kentucky, Charlotte.
The lower echelon teams that don't make it to the NIT.
Oh, this is okay. But okay.
So he's come out and said that that's the reason his team get invited. Of course, the Pete Maravich family is saying that is definitely not correct.
How would they know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they wouldn't know. College Basketball Invitational. This is my first time hearing about this, and I'm watching these schools, and that's crazy. Okay. But they don't have many teams. So they're I guess the finals was Eastern Kentucky and Charlotte.
Yeah, he played for Detroit Mercy.
The Detroit Mercy.
So the CBI said they got flooded with emails and calls saying it wasn't right, and they should invite them.
Who's their coach?
Who knows?
CBI tournament. College Basketball Invitational. I ain't never heard of Radford before. Okay.
Yeah, but they say that Mavericks played 3 seasons, but this gentleman actually played 5 seasons because he got they're giving the extra year for COVID.
Yeah, sure. The COVID year. Okay. But I ain't gonna lie to you. When you say that though, that let me know Pete was gangster then. If he did that in 3 seasons and this dude was doing it in 5.
Yeah. And
he the closest to Pete.
Yeah.
So James Lil John said here that you got to pay $27,000 to enter for the CBI. Who paid that? How much do you pay for the NIT?
I wonder where you had to pay to get in these tournaments.
I'm about to say, listen, I'm trying to figure out if I'm a small school like that, why would I pay 27 stacks? But
yeah, no.
And then the national.
Well, I'm sorry.
I said, then how much do they pay for these national tournaments?
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
So before we leave college, we made your pick for the men, so make your pick for the women.
I told you I'm going with the underdog. I'm hoping for Iowa.
So you're going with Iowa.
Yeah, okay. Because like I said, man, y'all already on the paper as a winner already. I can't fall with it. I love the school too. I've been, like I said, I've learned a lot, been following with you, but I want somebody to stand up to you. You know what I'm saying? If not them, LSU.
Well, they played UCLA earlier this year, and they played Maryland earlier this year.
And beat them both. But have y'all beat? Well, y'all ain't seen Iowa yet. I'm just hoping that y'all can, Iowa. I know Louisville ain't got it. As far as the brackets are concerned, who would y'all see?
It's the Iowa. in the Final Four.
Hey man, I'm gonna have. If I do, I'm gonna be cheering for Iowa, bro. I'm gonna be cheering for Iowa.
That's fine. Right, everybody know who I'm cheering for.
Yeah, we do. So your, like I said, your Elite Eight, South Carolina, Maryland. That's who y'all play next, right?
Yeah, play tomorrow.
And then, like I said, Louisville is playing Iowa at 9 tonight. LSU is taking care of the business so far in the third with Miami. Virginia Tech, Ohio State. Now, like I said, I ain't invested in none of them teams with the exception of LSU and Iowa. LSU because they're SEC team, you know, two SEC teams that go against each other. I know they won't see each other, right?
Yeah,
but
the only way they can see each other is in the championship.
Okay.
They're on different sides of the bracket.
And see, that's what I'm saying. So I go with. I know LSU is smaller. Yeah, you just named off some gangster bigs. At least you don't name off five bigs on there. But look, I ain't gonna lie. Watching the game the other day, I think Boston. She packed one girl shot. I don't even think she jumped. It was just like get that thing down. I'm like, man, come on. You got to try a little bit harder than that. But yeah. So that's yours. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Iowa. I'm hoping that, like I said, if they take care of Louisville, I'm gonna go with Iowa. And if not, then I'll go with LSU just to compete. You gotta have somebody that's tough enough, man. Tough enough.
All right. We're gonna see.
So, like I said, with that being said, we were talking about the Aces earlier. I want your opinion. Mr. Tom Brady, he has put up major bucks to become a major, or let's say minor owner in your Las Vegas Aces. And I know we personally, you know, we talked about that, you know, on our chat line or whatever, talking amongst each other. What's your thoughts on that, man?
Hey, you know, it's I guess it's kind of too early to see, but I guess just having his influence, even though he probably doesn't know that much about basketball. But
yeah, and then
I guess maybe just having his name tied to the team will help. I know one of my in the little chat line, I won't call no names, saying that they could be like other owners that come there and those owners have taken over teams that haven't been successful,
but ruined it.
But the difference is that when they came there, since they've been there, they haven't got that major kind of talent. But there's major kind of talent in Las Vegas. Now we won last year, added Candace Parker. I mean, come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Remember my thing I posted that it's easy to hook your ship to a battleship. You know what I mean? Hook your line to a battleship, or I mean, I'm trying to figure out why Tom Brady, you know, will go this far. You know what I mean? I know they say one thing was he's cool with the owner. Is it Mark that owns them too? On the Aces, or who owns the Aces?
Yeah, I'm not sure who owns the Aces.
Oh, okay. I thought they were trying to say that Mark Davis, owner of the Raiders. I thought, but I may not be right about that one. But they were saying that he was cool with the Aces, that gave him an opportunity to buy in. And I know when you in Vegas, it ain't hard to find no partner. You know what I mean? Especially there in LV. But I was just kind of confused, considering one of the greatest football players to ever do this. I would have seen him buying into the XFL before I would the WNBA. But maybe this is just a little piece of the pie, before he starts to kind of buy in on a lot more things. But I'm kind of torn with that, man. I just didn't know how I felt about Tom Brady buying in on it. You know what I mean?
Maybe he sees a gold mine right now. He won't be a part of it.
Are they a gold mine though?
Hey, like I say, with the addition of Candace Parker, with the existing team they already had.
That was cheating though, bro. Hey, come on. I still say that. Candace Parker lost. She lost a little bit, with me. You know what I mean?
But other team.
Go ahead. That's your boy G on there. Can you hear us, G?
No, barely. Y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we got you. Yeah. We'd like to welcome our, the host of the show that was chilling this afternoon watching the game. G, welcome to the show, big homie.
It sounds like a robot.
You sound like a robot. Me?
Yeah, on my side of it.
Oh.
On my side of it. Yeah. Hold on. Let me come back in. Let me go out and come back in.
All right. Boy got terrible service on his phone and home.
Yeah, but I just wonder, like you say, it's hard to say what made him decide he wanted to become part owner of the Aces. Like I said, the only thing I can think of is, like I said, he sees a gold mine, wants to get part of it.
Look, while I'm sitting here thinking about it, another one of your Carolina teams, Michael Jordan, did he sell?
I don't think he did.
What? So, he got the team up for sale right now, or is he trying to find an owner? Because they were saying that he
Michael
bought
Jordan?
the team, huh?
Michael Jordan?
Yeah, or the Charlotte. Aren't he trying? Isn't he trying to sell? Or he said that because right now I think he can get $1.7 billion for the team if he decided to sell.
I hadn't heard that, but you were right too. Mark Davis is the owner right now.
Yeah, so him and Tom Brady they supposed to be bad buddies right there. You know, they supposed to be buddy. But I was hearing that Jordan is thinking about selling the team because of the profit margin that he can make, because he bought the team for, I think they said $270 million. And now it's worth, it's quadrupled in that price, but 1.7 is what his asking price is for the Charlotte Hornets. You see anything about that? You see it?
Yeah, it says Michael Jordan has picked the perfect time to sell the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
Say Michael Jordan reportedly in serious talks to sell majority stake in Hornets.
Right, and if he does that, he can get. They say he's at this point. Now, let me ask you a question. His. How would you rate, let's say 1 to 10, his job as an owner since having the team now? Almost, I think he's had the team almost 15 years as majority owner at this point.
I guess the thing is for Charlotte, they just haven't brought that true star in.
Yeah.
That they have to try to build around. They just don't have it.
Right.
They have some good players here, some good players there, but they haven't brought in that mainstay star to try to build around and build the team up.
Have they had any number 1s? Number 1 picks?
What you call my number 1 pick? I'm sure
Melo?
number 1 pick. Yeah.
I know he wasn't the first pick, was he? Was he the first pick in that
draft? Might not have been the overall first pick. May have been the first pick for them.
He was their first. Yeah, he was their first round pick.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's see if we can fix that. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I can hear you now, baby.
Okay.
What's good, my dog?
Same old stuff, man. Same old stuff. How you doing? How was the game?
Go ahead, big dog.
I said, how was the Hawks game?
Oh man, it was a good game, man. It was a good game. Hawks fell short by like 6 points, man, at the end.
Oh yeah.
It was a good game though, man. Yeah, the boys they didn't shoot the ball well at all today. But they played tough. They played tough, man. They played tough.
They played the Grizzlies, right?
Monday night. Yeah, they played the Grizzlies and a back-to-back. They played the Pacers yesterday. They played Grizzlies today. So that's Ja? Back-to-back. Yeah, I saw Ja, man. Saw Ja out there, the masked man. Ja had a decent game. I was trying to tell the Hawks player, man, play off of him, man. Let the man shoot jump shots. All he want to do is go to the basket. and he did at will when he wanted to. So, but it was a good game, man. Bain had an excellent game for them. Dylan Brooks didn't do much. He didn't even do a whole lot of chit-chatting. He actually
the Hawks in that team. Yeah, the Hawks ain't that team, though.
Yeah, that feisty, get in your face, get mad at somebody. They're not that team.
Right.
They're a little too friendly.
So look, let me catch you up on. Yeah, I would say let me catch you up real quick on where I've been at Charlie real quick about. We've been really chopping it up on these the women's portion of the March Madness. So I'm gonna ask you just we talked about a lot, but I'm gonna catch you up on these teams. My thing was I'm trying to find a team that can stand up to South Carolina. So with Maryland, Louisville, Iowa, Miami, LSU, Virginia Tech, and Ohio State. Who's tough enough to stand up to South Carolina, man? In your opinion?
Man, that's a tough feat, man, to even match up well with what South Carolina brings. All the top teams that I thought really had a chance, they've been knocked out by other teams. So I'm gonna go with the Cinderella team, man, and the University of Miami. I'm gonna go with the girls from Miami, man, and think they have a chance. I know Maryland has a really good squad, but I just don't see them dealing with the depth of the Gamecocks, the Lady Gamecocks.
So look, I'm gonna throw this real quick at you, so maybe you'll get a chance to change it if you don't need to. But Miami is losing right now to LSU by 11 right now.
Too?
I said LSU.
You said LSU? Okay. I didn't know they were something. Yeah, LSU then. Yeah, LSU. My bad.
So G, I got a question for you. So you've been like my guy here, Corey, had kind of like been singing that song about Caitlin Clark. So you're not going with Iowa?
No, I'm not going with Iowa.
I'm going with Iowa.
I know Corey's been high on Caitlin Clark, and honestly, I would have to say he has more knowledge on Caitlin Clark than I do. So, I'm not going with Caitlin. I'm going with the girl from LSU.
Andrew Reese.
I think she wants a little payback. So,
man. Like I said, be careful what you ask for.
I think they was a little overwhelmed when they played them the first time, and a little shell shock. I don't think they're gonna be a shell shock this time around.
Okay, but the first thing they gotta do is first thing both the teams gotta do is get there, because the only way they play LSU, the only way South Carolina play LSU would be in the championship game, because South Carolina, if they make it, they will play the winner of Iowa, and who does Iowa play? Iowa playing Louisville, so they'll play the winner of Iowa, Louisville, and then Virginia Tech and Ohio State will play the winner of the Miami LSU game that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
True. So it'll take some doing, but I'm hoping my squad get there. Whatever. Like I said, I'm going with somebody. I ain't calling an underdog, but I know they're not expecting Iowa to compete like that. But that's between them and Maryland, I'm going with that. I'm going with Iowa.
So
you said Iowa plays Louisville? Is that correct?
Iowa plays Louisville, yes.
Okay.
Tonight.
Okay.
9 o'clock, Daddy.
9 o'clock.
So, G, who would you pick on the men's side? The Final Four is set on the men's side. I'm not sure if you're aware because you've been at the game.
Yeah, I heard Miami won again.
Oh, man, I was telling Corey, Miami was down by 13. I went to the grocery store right quick to pick up a couple of things. I come back, game tied with 4 minutes left.
Oh, man. So who is it now? So give me all the teams in the Final Four.
So you got
Florida Atlantic
playing San Diego State.
Yeah.
And you got Miami playing UConn.
Whoa.
So
UConn look good. UConn's been kind of dominant too, man. They're not just winning. They winning by like 20 plus.
And it's crazy. Right now, your Final Four is a 9 seed, 2 5s, and a 4.
That's what I said. No 1, 2, or 3.
No 1, 2, or 3. Yeah.
Wow.
Is this the first time?
It's got to be.
It's got to be the first time.
It's got to be. Yeah, because this is the first time there's been no number ones either.
Yeah, no number. Get to the Elite 8.
Right. Yeah. He said no number 1s, 2, or 3s.
Yeah, no 1, 2, or 3s.
Yeah. Wow.
And just think, who had their money on Florida Atlantic? Whoever put them in the beginning, they gonna cash out.
Well, my brother said in our bracket that Mike Franklin has Miami winning it all.
Yeah, he picked Miami to win it all, but he was gonna pick Miami regardless. Yeah, he's a Miami fan.
Yeah, because he's a Miami Dolphins fan too.
Yeah. So
is he from Miami?
No matter what, he's from Jacksonville. Yeah.
Okay. How weird is that?
Well, they didn't have a team in Jacksonville back then, so I guess he went with Miami.
Jacksonville came in the NFL in what, 96?
Was it 96?
Is either 96 or 90? I think it was 96. Not sure.
I'm not sure either. It was in the 90s. We know that mid to late 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he didn't have a team then, man. So I guess Miami was his squad. So yeah, he was rolling with Miami, regardless. If they would have been the 15th seed, the 16th seed, or the first seed, he was going Miami. So he picked one. But I'm gonna go UConn.
Okay. I told him I was going with Florida Atlantic. You know what I'm saying? Just see how far that ship gonna take me.
Yeah.
I'm an underdog year, this man.
Jacksonville came to the league in 1993.
93.
Okay.
93.
So G, before you came on the show, man, we were talking about the Aces, about the OG and his Aces or whatever. Tom Brady, with him attaching his line to their ship. What's your thoughts on him being a part owner with Mark Davis right now?
I was kind of shocked to see him want to actually become an owner of the WNBA team. He said he's been a big fan of the Aces for a long time, and the WNBA basketball for a long time as well. Sometimes being a great player, the GOAT at some things, does not make you a great owner as well. I.e. Michael Jordan.
But there's a difference, G. But I'm not gonna let you put that in there like that. We talked about that. The difference is that at the Aces they're full of talent. The thing is with Michael Jordan, for some reason or another, since he's been there, he has not been able to bring that big time star in that he can build a team around.
Right. So I want to see. So he's hits his wagon to a team that has a bunch of stars already. But once these stars leave, will he be able to continue to bring those stars to the Aces? That's what I want to see. Even go back, I can even change like Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson wasn't good up in them. He wasn't the owner, but he wasn't good in the front office. You
saying Magic wasn't good in the front office?
I didn't think he was. No, I didn't think he was.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
He wasn't good in the front office. That's kind of deep. But look, but why? Since y'all had both mentioned again Michael Jordan, did you hear me and OG were just talking? Michael Jordan is now putting up big stakes in ownership of trying to sell Charlotte Hornets. I'm about to say Bobcats. They all stink. But
I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea for the franchise.
For him to sell it?
Yeah, sell a piece of it, man.
So right now, his initial investment was $275 million. His ownership stake right now is, they said that they're worth $1.7 billion. So right. he's made a big chunk of change. But like I said, I don't know if he's trying to sell majority stake or if he's trying to sell half of it. But you think bringing in another owner or another person or another group is good for that team?
I think so. I think Mike has gotten all he can out of them, as far as the money wise. But now it's time for them to win. They got to win something. And I think he needs better people to come help him out. They're not doing a great job. They're not doing a great job of getting in free agents. They're not doing a great job of drafting, really. So they need somebody to actually run that thing like it needs to be ran.
Now, besides Melo, what's the best pick they've had?
That's a great question. Miles Bridges, but I guess Miles has been in so much turmoil since his first 2 seasons.
That's their best pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't think of anybody else that was they didn't pick up what's the point guard when Michael was like first year. He might be out the league now.
You talking about the guy that's been a nomad since he lived there.
I remember they had what was that point guard that came from Boston? They had him. He been hurt. Went to UConn. They that was one of his big free agent pickups, a couple of years ago.
Oh, I don't know.
What was the kid's name?
No, they had Gordon Hayward there.
They got Gordon after he had tore his damn leg up in Boston, right?
Well, no, I think they had him before. They had him before, and then he came back again.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Back. Yeah, I think this is like his second run with them. What's the guy's name, man? The point guard. I can't think of this guy's name, but he's a heck of a point guard. I want to keep saying John Wall, but not John Wall.
No Wall.
It'll come to me, but yeah. So they haven't really done well.
Gotcha. Yeah. So look, do me a Kemba Walker. There you go, Mike.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go, Mike Frank. Yeah, Kemba. Yeah, he and like I said, he was hurt most of his time there. He was good, but he wasn't there. He wasn't their draft pick though, was he?
Uh-huh.
I thought Kemba was at the Celtics.
Yeah, he got traded to the Celtics though. I think he was drafted. He was drafted by the Hornets.
Was okay. He was. Sure was, and they made a good trade for him to get out of there. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. To keep it funky with the NBA, man. My wife had brought this up, man. What are y'all thoughts on Ben Simmons and and his back situation in his season or his career?
He needs to go ahead and retire, man. I mean, he's not. Ever since he left Philadelphia and came to the Nets, he probably has he played 10 games?
I think he played 10.
You talking about somebody committing a crime? He's committing a major crime because he's robbing them blind.
Ain't no thief, is he?
Oh yeah, he's a definite thief, man. I mean, he's the number one thief right now.
He said, I say this here. He hadn't given, right, and he hadn't given me enough anything for me to, like, look, because now when I'm sitting there, like, what are we gonna talk about? And then she goes, won't y'all talk about Ben Simmons? I'm like, do we even talk about Ben Simmons enough? But at the same time, I wouldn't, like I said, Ben Simmons to me, it was just so much of a letdown. You know what I mean? So, I if he does hang it up, it'd be nobody going, dang man, Ben Simmons done retired, or he done got so much money out of the NBA, it don't make no sense. And this ain't the first time, like I said before, he let down LSU when he was there. When he went to the 76ers, he laid down. And if this is the case with the Nets, it won't be no difference to me, man.
Yeah, he's pretty much been retired, basically. And they say this nerve that he has in his back it's pretty serious. And I actually heard or saw someone say, they had that same situation, and he said, man, it's painful. It's very painful.
But I'm saying, when did he get hurt? What are he doing?
Skiing, jet skiing. I'm not sure.
Jet skiing.
He ain't been playing. He ain't been playing. So,
I see.
Yeah, I don't know, man. when, like you said, when did it happen? When could it have happened?
Facts. Well, look, before we get into, I got a game, man. If you want to do it while you're there, you and Chuck, if y'all willing, I'm ready to hit it. But I want to pay some bills before we do that. Charlie, you want to help me out with that? Hey, we having to work together to make sure we pay these bills. But before, like I said, when Chuck bring it in, I got a little game that everybody can come with us. But it's NCAA March Madness trivia that I got kind of put together here, and we'll do that as soon as. Let me see. You got it, Chuck, or you want me? I'm gonna show this. And then, look, excuse me, y'all, because G normally doing most of this. Where is that, G?
Go all the way down to the bottom of the brand.
Bottom of the brand.
It'll be 11. The number 11.
See, I don't see them by numbers. You get them by numbers?
Yeah, it's called something 11.
Something 11.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Look, you see how this dead?
Keep scrolling down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Keep scrolling down to the bottom.
I hate the fact that they make.
Hey, look. Oh.
Nope. Okay. Let me see.
Financial conventional, FHA, or VA loan. The Crew and You have the perfect guy for you. The mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the Crew and You trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the Crew and You. Are you in the...
Damn! Hey, man, I didn't realize how much G be doing on this thing. We moving all kind of parts around. Then at the same time, while we're doing that, I'll throw in, look, on Monday, April 10th, we're going to be throwing a wonderful, wonderful charity golf event. We would love it if all you guys come out. The Crew and You is teaming up with Earl Clatt, and we're going to be putting together a tournament, a golf tournament. And we want all y'all to come. The Adaptive Life Foundation and the Crew and You are putting on this golf charity golf tournament. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a nice event to come out with. You're gonna watch me do some things while G and the crew and also Chuck and his brothers them do a wonderful job of showing us how to golf. Monday, April 10th. What is that? 9 o'clock, G?
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock start time.
9 o'clock. We hope to see y'all there, man. Bring your foursome, man. Bring your crew with y'all and play with the Crew and You, and let's have a good time.
Awesome.
Cool, man. So look, y'all ready, man? I got a few questions. I know y'all pretty tough on these on this March Madness. I'm gonna throw a few questions out at you. G, if you can ride and do this, I get with it. You want it?
I'm in, Brody. Yeah, I'm in.
All right. First question. Which team has won the most national titles in the history of the NCAA tournament? A, Kentucky. B, North Carolina. C, UCLA. Or D, Duke. So once again, Kentucky, UCLA, North Carolina, and Duke.
My answer is C. C for 100.
Mr. Lil John.
I'm going with UCLA.
Both of you got it right. C, UCLA. All right. Number 2. Let's see. Which are the two teams to be in the Final Four in their hometown?
Ooh.
All right, the two teams, all right, to be in the Final Four in their hometown. A, UCLA and Houston. B, Butler and UCLA. C, North Carolina State and Butler. Or D, Louisville and UCLA.
Who was A?
A was hold up. A was UCLA and Houston. B was Butler and UCLA. C was North Carolina State and Butler. And D was Louisville and UCLA.
I'm going A.
I'm going C again. You said which team was in the Final Four in their home state?
Right, in their hometown. Right, which are the two teams? There only been two teams that played in the Final Four in their hometown.
Not at the same time. Okay. I was thinking at the same time. All right.
No.
Yeah. Give me A.
A, UCLA and Houston.
Yeah.
And Chuck, you said C.
A.
You said A. Oh, both of y'all said A. Okay. It was actually Butler and UCLA.
Wow.
B.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Where's Butler?
It's in Texas.
Butler?
Don't give me lying. Okay, but don't give me lying then.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So which team is the most recent team to repeat as national champions? Duke, Kansas, North Carolina, or Florida? Which team? Huh?
Florida.
Yeah, it's Florida.
Answer is D, Florida.
Yeah.
Florida. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Butler's in Indianapolis.
That's that Mike Miller team, ain't it? That's that Mike Miller, Udonis Haslem and them team.
Udonis Haslem, was it? Okay, wow.
I thought that what's called team. The dude I can't stand. The long haired dude.
Oh, Noah, he was there too.
Yeah.
Joakim Noah.
Yeah.
Noah.
He said the dude I can't stand.
No. He was there too.
All right, next question. Which city has hosted the most Final Fours since they put this together since 1939? Which team has hosted the most? New York, Indianapolis, Louisville, Cincinnati. I'm sorry, Seattle. Which team is?
I'm gonna say Indianapolis.
I'm gonna say New York.
Answer is A. Is New York actually?
New York.
Yeah.
New York City.
Yeah, they've had it at the Garden. I mean, it says 7 in New York City. Indianapolis had 6.
I can't believe there've been that many in New York.
They're in New York now, aren't they?
No, they both of them playing in Texas. One in Houston, because Houston trying to play on their home court. One in Houston and one in the men are in Houston and the women are in Dallas.
Okay.
All right. Which team has made the most official Final Four appearances with 18? Which team has made the most official Final Four appearances with 18? UCLA, Kentucky, Duke, North Carolina.
What is the great one?
UCLA.
Kentucky.
Say again, G.
Kentucky.
Actually, it's D. North Carolina.
North Carolina.
North Carolina made the most Final Fours?
It says here, which team has made the most official Final Four appearances with 18? D. North Carolina.
North Carolina made the most. I can't believe that. I didn't know that.
Hey, yeah. All right. Next question. Listen, do we have people? Are they answering with us? My bad. Am I looking? Look on these comments. Okay, Mike Franklin, he in it with us. My bad. All right, next question. Which team has the most national championships in the past 10 years? Past 10 years. Florida.
The most national championship in the past 10 years.
Yep, past 10 seasons. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Florida, North Carolina, Duke, and then a tie with all three of them.
The most
It's a
in
tie.
the last
It's a tie.
10 years.
It's a tie.
Last 10 years. North Carolina, Duke, and who's the other one?
North Florida.
Florida.
No.
I think they all got one, right?
No. I don't think it's all three. I'm thinking it's when did Duke win the last 10 years. That's 2013.
James Littlejohn also said he got a tie. Mike Franklin said he got a tie.
I'm going with. I'm thinking it's a tie. I don't think Florida won one in the last 10 years. I'm going with North Carolina.
They actually got. They got D. All of them got. All of them got in the past.
Got one.
Florida ain't won no championship in the last 10 years.
In the, listen, I don't make the question. You want me
I don't think Florida won no championship in the last 10 years.
What's it? We're in 2023. Said so.
Had been 2013.
I feel like they have.
Did you say 13? Did they win in 13?
Oh, I'm not sure when they won, but I feel like they have won one in the last 10.
I don't know. Challenge me on the Chuck.
I'm looking.
He checking it. He's looking right now.
Hey, look, my friend said he reading from an old site. I might be. You look. Well, if it is, this is what you're getting right now.
Look, this is 1995.
I know, right? Look. if it's wrong, look, challenge me on it. So, all right, we got 4 more questions.
All right.
All right, what is the lowest seed to ever make it to the Final Four?
Ooh.
Lowest seed. All right.
What was that doggone team's name?
All right. 11 with LSU, and that's in 1986. All right.
13. I think it's 13. All
right. 12 with Missouri in 2002. All right. LSU in 86 and number 11 against George Mason. And then you got number 10, St. John's, in 1979. The lowest seed to ever make it to the Final Four.
I'll be honest, I didn't hear how. I was looking at my Florida question. I got the answer too. Can you repeat that again, please, sir?
All right.
Lowest seed. I got the lowest seed ever.
All right, the lowest seed to ever make it to the Final Four. 11, LSU in 1986.
Okay.
Or number 12, Missouri in 2002. It's at LSU 1986. And number 11, George Mason in 2006. And then number 10, St. John's in 1979.
So Corey, it sounds like you're giving the answer already.
Am I?
I think so. Because it's B. Because you're saying which one's the lowest seed to ever make it to the Final Four, right?
Yeah.
And then
you're giving us a seed.
You're giving us a seed.
Yeah.
And a team.
I did do that, huh? Yeah, I messed that all up. All right, y'all got that one, man.
Florida NCAA tournament champions in 2006 and 2007. Back to back.
So what's the answer?
They won. They said in the last 10. Your question was the last 10 years.
So one Duke then. So these are old questions then. Okay, so y'all, so they're wrong then. All right.
I didn't think they won in the last 10 years.
Look, and then I'm giving you answers on one of them. So you're right. I messed that one up.
Yeah, Mike Frank actually put it in the chat. He said Florida 2006, 2007.
Okay. Well then look, y'all good then. Y'all real good. So look, this one might be wrong then. So this one I'm gonna ask you. So it might not be updated. So who knows when these questions came out? All right. So which city has never hosted a Final Four before? All right. So they got Chicago, San Diego, Denver, or Charlotte. Which team has never hosted a Final Four?
Never.
San Diego.
Denver, San Diego, Charlotte, and who is the other one?
Let's see. Let me make sure. Okay. Hey,
Denver, San Diego, Charlotte.
Which question? Oh yeah. Which of these cities have never hosted a Final Four? Chicago, San Diego, C, Denver, and D, Charlotte.
San Diego.
So Charlotte has hosted a Final Four?
Listen, man, that's what it's saying here. Y'all been look. Y'all been fixing my answers.
I don't think Charlotte. I'm gonna say Charlotte.
Actually, it says here Chicago.
Chicago never hosted. So Charlotte has hosted the Final Four. Wow.
Yeah, it got 8.
San Diego has?
Hey, man.
Hey, LSU is about to beat Miami.
Ooh, Mike. They about to go down, boy.
51-38 with 54 seconds left to go in the game.
Oh, yeah, it's over.
Angel Reese.
I know why you keep calling her name, man.
Hey, man. That girl exciting. That girl come out looking cute, and then she played. Look, she be sitting there taking pictures, and they be putting the crown on her head and stuff. I'm just saying.
Cute don't win basketball games, though.
But you got to play, too. I'll give you that. So, all right, let me give you one that's a good one here. All right. Which player has scored the most points in the NCAA tournament? In NCAA tournament history in one single game. In a single game now. The most points in a single game in NCAA tournament history. All right. Number 1, Austin Carr. B, Kevin Durant. C, Bill Walton. D, Carmelo Anthony scored the most points in NCAA tournament history in a single game. Austin Carr, Kevin Durant, Bill Walton, Carmelo Anthony.
I think Carmelo. I think it's KD. It's probably off the wall. I'm going with that Austin Carr.
I think it was Melo. I think Melo put up 51 or something like that.
Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
Melo.
Yeah. And that I remember that. Syracuse. As a freshman. I think yeah.
Mike Franklin said there has been 10 champions. Last 10 years, there's only been 9 champs. One was canceled for COVID.
What was canceled for COVID?
They canceled that 1 year because of COVID. Remember, they didn't have no championship.
Really? Okay.
That's another year. That would have been another year that South Carolina would have won. We should have.
Wow.
I'm for real.
All right, I got my last question. I got a good one for our last one.
All right.
Who was the last one and done freshman to win a national title and then went to the NBA before going to the NBA? Who was the last one and done freshman to win a national title before going to the NBA?
Oh, no multiple choice.
Oh, my bad.
We give it multiple choice all night.
My bad. Yeah, this is multiple choice. I'm thinking that y'all know. Okay, first one, Greg Oden. Carmelo Anthony. Kevin Durant. Or O.J. Mayo.
Carmelo.
The last one to win, do it one and done, and went to.
Kevin didn't win.
No, Kevin didn't win. O.J. Mayo.
Yep, a freshman before going to the
USC.
O.J. Mayo. I don't think he won.
At USC?
Actually, I don't think he won. No.
Yeah, I don't think he won. I don't think he won either.
I guess it would have to be Carmelo.
Who was the other guy?
I got you got Greg Oden, Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, O.J. Mayo.
Greg Oden.
So Mike Franklin done fixed me on another one.
So I'm right on that one. I said Carr. Said the most points.
Hey man, these questions suck me.
Hey G, I was telling Corey we had the experience was so great Saturday at the game.
Yeah.
That we're going back tomorrow night for the region championship.
Really?
That man said he spent $500 per ticket.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. What I said was
they on one side.
Yeah, the same seats that we had yesterday. Tomorrow is $500. So we're going across the court, close to the South Carolina bench, and saving. Because yesterday we were facing the benches.
Okay.
Tomorrow we're gonna be behind the bench. Yeah. That's saying $522, man. Hey,
man. I would think behind the bench would be more expensive.
Yeah, it wouldn't. I don't know why.
You going to the visitor side, all right?
He said South Carolina side.
I'm gonna be behind South Carolina's bench.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I hope. They really won't tell you when you buy the ticket. So I'm just basing it on where Maryland sat yesterday and where their fans were compared to where South Carolina bench was. So I'm hoping I'm right. If I'm not, then I'll be hooping and hollering right in the middle of the Maryland fans. I don't care.
Hey, look, Mike double checking all these questions. Look, you might have to. But look, I just said they suck. You know, look, the answer, and then the answer for that last one supposed to be Melo. That might be wrong too. So who knows?
You know who Mike Franklin is.
Right. Hey.
Stat checker.
Stat checker. Look. I don't know when these questions came out.
I'm sorry. F stand for fact checker.
Look, then this guy said it got the best sports blog questions for March Madness trivia ever. Look. No telling when this thing came out, but hey, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all playing with me.
Hey, so now the next game we go see if Corey's prediction will come true.
What?
With Louisville and Iowa.
Hey man, I'm finna go and watch Iowa. Look, I can say. Look, she can't say Iowa. What you just say?
Iowa.
Y'all got anything else y'all want to grab? I know Sunday is normally the time where we have a little extra time, because I know I hold us hostage on Wednesday. Like you said, we were talking about March Madness. Luka Doncic. We didn't get into that. Now I was told that Luka is not happy. I was told that Luka, like I said, now he just got that 16th foul, so he's not gonna play the next game. But right now they say he's not happy. Have y'all heard anything? Is there any validity to this Luka Doncic madness here? Is he not happy with Kyrie, or is he just not happy with the team? Is he not happy with Jason Kidd? What have y'all heard?
Look, and all I've heard is he's not happy playing basketball anymore. He said there is no joy for him going out there playing. I think I want to know, like you, when did this happen? When did this start?
Yeah,
because it looked like he was so happy before Kyrie came.
Kyrie the killer.
It looks like you was happy when y'all was winning, but now that y'all are losing, you're not happy about playing no more. So had Jason Kidd lost the team? They said bringing Jason Kidd in will show him how to be a real point guard, and he'll be able to relate to the point guard. And now your point guard ain't happy. So, I mean, I'm telling you, I know the Dallas fans are ready to run Jason Kidd out of town.
All right.
Yes.
Now, let's be fair. You were singing his praises when you wanted him to be at the Lakers. I mean, is he not? Is he still not the guy?
One thing I don't like about Jason Kidd is Jason Kidd will not take any accountability. Jason Kidd will throw the team under the bus. Jason has come out. He has come out and said, "Look, I can't play for him. The players got to play."
Wow.
I don't think you do that as a head coach.
So did Jason Kidd bring Kyrie there?
I don't think it was. It Jason? What you think? Jason is responsible for bringing Kyrie?
Mark Cuban did.
Are you saying that this is why they bump heads? You bringing another alpha point guard to the? I never thought about it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you better turn that light on. We can't see you. Look, Mike Franklin still answering questions. But I never thought about that too. When you bring in another alpha point guard, how they say point guards, man, that's crazy.
Timeout hour, down 8-0 the first 3 minutes of the game.
Are they down 8-0?
8-0.
It's too early.
They already had to call timeout. Stop that run.
I call it too.
Like Dickie B said, you better get a TO, baby.
Let me ask y'all this: who would Mark Cuban favor the most out of those three?
He better favor his franchise
Luka
and Luka, yeah. But if they are ready to get rid of Jason Kidd, I think they need to give Luka Doncic the same hate that they give Trae Young in calling Trae Young the coach killer.
Man, Trae done had 3 coaches, ain't he?
2. This is his third. Yeah, this is his third. Yeah.
Yes, I said this is third coach. Yeah.
Yeah. So Luka Doncic will be going on his third if they get rid of Jason Kidd.
Look, Mike Franklin got questions that answers that we didn't ask. Christian Laettner is the NCAA all-time leading scorer with 407. Look, was that one of the questions? All-time leader?
Yeah, you know who the all-time scorer is before you ask that question.
Right. Oh, they're doing March Madness. I don't even know if I asked that, but okay. Look, Mike, we get it. My question sucked. I get it. If I messed up, it's a done deal now. They don't answer them for what was on this side on this paper here, but.
Look, let it be known. I won the game.
No. We got controversy here. No, we got controversy.
I'm about to say, look, we can't call it a winner if these questions are tampered with,
Look, I won the terrible game.
Hey, real quick, G, before we get off, we were talking about the guy Antoine Davis. That was 4 points shy of breaking Pete Maravich's record. You heard about that?
He played for
a small school, Detroit Mercy.
School.
Yeah, mid-major. He below a mid-major. Yeah.
He came up 4 points short.
4 points short.
Damn.
And he was upset because his team did not get invited to a
tournament.
Because they had, like I was telling, like I mentioned the Corey tonight, they have another tournament other than NIT called the CBI. So he was thinking they should have gotten invited to that, but they didn't. So he's come out and said that the reason they didn't get invited to that because they knew he would have broke the record, and that's why they didn't invite his team.
So let me ask you this:
so the family has taken offense to that statement.
Do those tournament points count for the record too?
Evidently so.
Now, Mike Franklin saying his team had a losing record. That's why they didn't get invited.
Well, they did. They were like 14-19, but I don't know if everybody in there had a winning record or not.
14-19.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get invited with a record like that though?
You can get invited to the NCAA with a record like that if you win your tournament.
You gotta win your tournament though. Yeah, you
get an automatic bid.
Yeah, you gotta win your tournament though. Yeah. You win your tournament, all bets off.
Right.
Coming in.
Apparently he didn't win his tournament.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie to you. So I can give it something. Okay, so OG gave me another stat with that. So he played 5 seasons at that school. He played 3 at LSU, right?
Yeah.
3 versus 5, and then you had a team, school probably where ain't nobody at. Like I said, Detroit Mercy Titans. Hey man.
And Pete didn't have no people in line.
Sure did. So that was buckets.
Yeah.
So I can't be mad because I'm not saying it's not legit, but then you had 5 seasons with the 3-pointer, and Pete had 3, and he's just putting up 2s, and then he probably had the most assists on that team too. So I'm not gonna say
I wouldn't invite him. I wouldn't invite him either. You're not about to go. You're not about to break this record on our watch.
But look, I said, is he going to the league? So Chuck told me, he said, I don't think he's good enough to get in the draft. I said, I will come back for 6 seasons and play again. I would play it again. Look, I'm coming back, get my master's degree. I'm playing on the team. So
I just see too what my brother said, because it said right here, Pistol Pete's NCAA scoring record would cost Detroit Mercy $27,500.
It's gonna cost them? Oh, to play in that tournament.
Play in that tournament, yeah. So maybe the school didn't want to pay the money.
Come on, okay, they on the board. 2 points. Oh, they took it away. Dang.
Yeah, I'm not paying that money either. For y'all to go in there and lose and just watch this man score points, obviously that's all they're doing is score. He out there scoring points. Facts. Caring about winning.
Facts. I don't know, man. That's an hour and 30, fellas. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
G, since you were late, you want to take us out, man?
Hey, man, we appreciate each and every one of y'all rocking with us, man. Everybody out there on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. I don't know who's all out there, but I know my dog Mike, Fact Checker, Franklin is out there, man. We appreciate y'all. Remember to check us out every Sunday and Wednesday at 8 o'clock, man. We are out. We'll see y'all on Wednesday at 8 o'clock, baby. Keep your head on swivel and keep God first, baby. We are out.
That man been saying that for so long. You see how it rolled off his tongue. You know what I'm saying? People were missing all that in the beginning. He just said, you know, let you know he been saying that. But see y'all later. Appreciate that, OG.
All right.
Great job, fella.
All right.
Later. All right, that's it in the broadcast.